Welcome to edition 9 of Trusted Doc TV. And once again, we've got a really interesting and diverse lineup of music for you. Once again, we've got two Paul Taylors on the show, one from the northeast and one from the northwest. But kicking off tonight, we've actually got two live lockdown performances, the first of which features one of those Paul Taylors, Paul Taylor, who is in the band Deaf Robot, but is also in the band you may remember from the 90s called Kerosene, who've recently reformed. They were on the last edition of Trusted Doc TV, and this is another live track from them called Recoil. And that's going to be followed by another artist who was on the last edition of Trusted Doc TV from Manchester, Miss Kitty, performing a live lockdown track called Dream Come True. But first of all, it's Kerosene and Recoil.
Cheers.
Standing in your front yard, where to go?
I hear your call. How hard is it to make time? I have to fall. We're so alike, right? Love, I tell you, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love, tell you, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love, tell you, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love, tell you, it's a dream come true. A dream come true. A dream come true. I don't want another. I want you to fight, but you say love. Tell you it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love. Tell you it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love. Tell you it's a dream come true. A dream come true. It's a dream come true. Love. I tell you it's a dream come true. A dream come true. A dream come true. Love. A dream come true. A dream come true. A dream come true. Love. Tell you it's a dream come true. A dream come true. A dream come true. Love. Tell you it's a dream come true. A dream come true. A dream come true. Love. Oh, I don't want this to be it.
Fantastic. That's Miss Kitty performing live in lockdown with Dream Come True. And before that, you heard Kerosene performing also live in lockdown with a song called Recoil. Well, next up, it's a band with a foot in Britain and Japan. They're called Santa Sprees, and it's a pretty unusual take on music and a refreshing one too, with a video called Let's Not Go Back to Normal. It's Santa Sprees.
Normal letters here. Normal letters astray. Normal needs you to lie awake and worry about how you're gonna pay for it all. You think normal brought us together when normal broke us up. Normal is an endless commercial for you not having enough. So let's not go back to normal. Let's not live there anymore. Let's dwell in a cave on the street. Let's not go back to normal. Normal got us here. Normal made it worse. Normal wastes your time. Normal makes you work. Normal made it profit. And, 'cause normal made it worse. Normal made it profit. And, 'cause 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 normal made it All rewards dominion. It always needed more. So let's not go back to normal. Let's not live there anymore. Let us dwell in a cave marked home of the brave. Let's not go back to normal. Normal cut down trees. Normal cuts the grass. Normal needs finite resources. Normal does not need things to last. Normal made you unhappy and sold you happy pills. Normal made you care about celebrity. Normal made you ill. What's more, normal made you stupid. Normal made you plain. Normal's made you empty. It's how normal kept you sane. Normal is constructed, which means normal can be undone. Normal made forever chemicals last. Normal never wants you to learn. That normal is a church. Distant riches require some faith. Normal needs you to believe that normal is the only way. So let's not go back to normal. Let's not live there anymore. Instead, let us dwell in the cave marked home of the brave. Let's not go back to normal.
Santa Spree there with the video for Let's Not Go Back to Normal. Well, I said there'd be two Paul Taylors on the show. You heard one earlier on with his band Kerosene. This is the other. It's Paul Taylor from the Northeast and improvising on the piano in Durham Cathedral, no less, with a track which I think is called The Jazz 2019 Part 1. But then again, it might just be called Piano Improvisations. But either way, it's Paul Taylor. another characteristically virtuosic performance from pianist and composer Paul Taylor from the Northeast, improvising on the piano at Durham Cathedral, no less. And next up, I'm very pleased to say my interview guest on the show tonight is Rosie Patton from the band Jealous Tina, and I caught up with her for this interview. Well, I'm very pleased to welcome onto the show my guest, Rosie Patton, who is the singer and saxophonist with Jealous Tina. Rosie, welcome to Trusted.tv.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. So tell us what you've been doing in lockdown then. Are you geared up and ready to start playing live again now?
Well, it's the $1 million question for everyone at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't sort of been together very much actually. So unfortunately, when we went into lockdown, we all sort of had to go our separate ways for a bit, go home. So obviously we were studying in Bath. We all met through the commercial music course at Bath Spa Uni. But without sort of, you know, the end of term and without the in-person teaching and things, we haven't been able to see each other, which is really sad. But hopefully, situation permitting, we might be able to meet up and have a bit of a band practice, bit of a band reunion soon, and start gearing up for maybe some live shows next year if it's safe to.
Yeah, the next question I was going to ask you actually was how you managed to put such a cool band together. I mean, you kind of said you at the beginning of your journey when I met you, but you don't look like you at the beginning of your journey with such a good band.
Oh, that's very kind. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so we all met through uni. Josie is the most recent band member, so we had a different bassist, Jacob, up until the start of last year. He's off doing lots of new and exciting things. He's got an amazing band called Super Love, which he fronts, and they're awesome. But yeah, I mean, with Jealous Tina, I think the thing with our music that's very exciting is that everyone sort of has their separate projects and things. So I got to know Jackson, who's the keys player for Jealous Tina, quite well through his band, Doghouse Outhouse, which I play saxophone for, and he plays keys for Jealous Tina. And it's all, you know, everyone's very, what's the word? Can't think of the right word.
Collaborative?
Yeah, collaborative, definitely. Yeah, just sort of, you know, playing for each other, getting involved in everyone's music. So it's a really nice atmosphere to be able to come together as a band and bring everything that we have together in that respect.
Yeah, sounds brilliant. And so from what you're saying, and you haven't had any kind of socially distanced meeting up or anything then?
No, well, because I think we're quite far spread out. So obviously I'm back in Bath at the moment. I'm in my flat. Josie is back in Bath, our bassist Josie. But Jay, our guitarist, and Mike and Jackson are all sort of like different points in the country at the moment. So it's quite far to come back and try and find like a central meeting point. So I think Jackson's in Kent at the moment and Jay's sort of Southampton way. So yeah, fingers crossed at some point. I think it'd be really lovely. Maybe sort of come September, slowly people coming back to Bath, getting ready to start our third year of uni. Fingers crossed. But yeah, maybe seeing each other soon, or very, you know, I'm really hoping so, because we all miss each other. We've got a group chat that we catch up on and keep in touch and things, but also it's not the same as being able to be in a room together and just playing the music, which is really sad. But yeah, for now we've got the group chat.
Have you been able to do any recording electronically at all?
Not recording as such. We were really lucky. We recorded a whole bunch of sessions literally like the week before lockdown, before it all sort of kicked off and got a bit crazy, when it was still safe to do so. And then that session and everything we took to our good friend Jax, or my good friend Jax, sorry, who goes under Jax Beats, is his artist name. And he did sort of like all the production, like we managed to work together remotely, which was quite, at the beginning it was quite hard because I was, you know, back home in the New Forest, and every single change you make with the track, you know, you have to send over like a new version, and that takes time to send. So yeah, not recording as such, but any production or mixing that we were doing of tracks was taking quite a long time at that point, sort of remotely, trying to do that away from each other. But yeah, very lucky that I'm now back in Bath, and my social bubble actually includes the producer. So Jax, we've been able to be in the same room finally. That was a great moment, getting back together and not having to be sending emails or messages. So yeah, it was good. Challenging, but good.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually doing remote electronic recording probably 3 or 4 years before lockdown.
Yeah,
I'm used to that thing of having to keep swapping files backwards and forwards. But
yeah,
as you
well, I
say,
feel your pain.
it's not a quick process.
Well, no.
So despite all that, you've got a new EP coming out at the beginning of September.
Yes.
What's the title of that?
So the EP title, it's our debut EP, so it's sort of the first proper collection of songs that we've put out, and it's called She Who Leaves Her Guard Down. And it's a 5-track EP, which I don't think the tracks have actually been announced yet, but I know that one of the tracks that will be on this EP is Interim, which is a single that we've already had out since March, I believe. And that's sort of like our little baby, so it's going to be really weird to have some other tracks out on the Spotify page as well. So yeah, very, very excited, and hoping maybe to work with some sort of local artists and things as well to get some music videos and designs and bits done. So yeah, it's a very exciting time despite all the craziness that's going on in the world at the moment.
Definitely, and by the time this goes out, I will have played Interim at least twice on my Saturday radio show, my podcast, my weekly podcast, and indeed it'll have been played on at least one other Exile FM show. But hopefully, you'll be letting me have some other tracks to play as well, which will be exciting.
Absolutely. I'll be sending them your way. You'll be the first to know, Neil. I promise.
Have you heard much about what's happening with venues? I mean, I'm a promoter, and I've had 2 meetings this week with 2 of the venues that I would normally promote, and then both of them are about to reopen. They've done all the work, to follow the COVID guidance to the letter. They know exactly how many tables and chairs they can put out, exactly how many tickets we can sell, etc. Is that happening in Bath as well?
No, I mean, truthfully, I haven't actually done a lot of research about the reopening of sort of all the live venues and things in Bath. I know that like our sort of big local venue is obviously Moles in Bath. Fingers crossed they're going to be open again soon. I know they've been seeking help from the Save Our Venues campaign, the Music Venues Trust Save Our Venues campaign. I hope so. I hope there's going to be some reopening of live venues soon, because that would be amazing. If events like that can go ahead safely, then a lot of the local musicians like us, I think, will be able to benefit from just a little boost of being able to play live again. Not even just financially, just the atmosphere of being able to go to a gig and watch some live music, really.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are feeling at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, obviously, it'd be great if with the EP coming out, you were able at some point in the not too distant future to get out and start playing it.
It was the plan.
Yeah. And what's the long-term plan? I mean, are you looking to do? I mean, I suppose it's not so important these days to make an album, but are you looking to do anything in particular in 2021, or is it just see how things go and go with the flow?
We've got a few things sort of under wraps at the moment. I'm trying to use a lot, like as much of the time as possible, to be just sort of constantly writing new bits and pieces when inspiration strikes, or whenever the best time is. I'm hoping that 2021 might just be a bit of a time for everyone to have a bit of a breather. As you said, if it's safe to be doing live gigs again, then I'd absolutely love to be getting into the live circuit, sort of performing these tracks off the EP, which has been a big part of our live set for the past few months before lockdown and everything, when we were playing live. I guess, as you said, just sort of take it how it comes, and maybe put out a few tracks that we've sort of, as I said, got under wraps, and see what happens. Yeah.
Cool. And before we wrap up the interview and play the live recording that you've given me, just want to ask you about your own kind of solo projects, because you've been doing stuff with Rosie P.
Yes.
Which has included collaborating with other artists. What are the current plans with those? Anything in the pipeline? Any new releases?
Yeah. So not necessarily any sort of new releases coming out soon. There's being a singer and a saxophone player is a bit of a blessing and a curse, in the sense of saxophone being quite a popular instrument within the genre I play. So like soul, R&B kind of music, everyone's always looking for like a really nice top line or some like session work or something. So Always more than happy to be getting in contact with people and collaborating and doing all sorts. So obviously I did that track with Jax and Ollie, or Jax Beats and Black Oswald, which was Chills. We put that out. There is actually another project, always another project, lots of different music, called Kura, which we will have our first single coming out at the beginning of September, I believe. So that's sort of another thing on the side as well. So there's, yeah, lots and lots going on all the time, just sort of recording as much, writing as much as we can, and yeah, always up for getting in touch with new people and writing or doing music with anyone new. I'd absolutely love to.
And the good news is that there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing all of these things and more. So
absolutely, no boundaries. It's great.
Absolutely. Well, Rosie, it's been lovely talking to you. We're going to show you the video now. This is Jealous Tina playing a live track, presumably just before lockdown. What's the story with this song?
Sorry?
What's the story with this song?
Story with this song. So this More For Me Live, which is actually out on our Spotify page to listen to as well. It's, as I said, the last gig that we did before lockdown, it was the audio that was recorded at Comedia in Bath, actually. And the official, whatever that means, track will be out on the EP that's coming out on the 4th of September to have a listen to. But this video, so it's been put together by myself. We just sort of had a conversation about lots of different visuals and lots of different styles that we wanted to try and include in this video. But yeah, recorded, and the audio is recorded at the gig. And it's a nice thing. You can put on a pair of headphones and you can just feel like you're sort of back in a live venue, which is where everyone wants to be at the moment. So we just thought it's almost like giving everyone a bit of a hug at the moment who you know would want to be at one of your gigs or at whoever's gig it might be. And a nice way of being able to give that to someone without doing that in person at the moment, obviously, with the situation. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for being on the programme, and we're going to now look at the live recording of Jealous Tina playing just before lockdown. Thank you, Rosie.
Thanks so much, Neil. Thank you so much.
Alright, ready? There must be more for me. I know there's more for me. Tell me there's more for me. Thank you so much.
Fantastic live performance there by Jealous Tina with More For Me live. And next up, it's a rather unusual video, but from a regular on Trusterdoc TV from Southampton. It's Manny Grass and what is simply called Song.
For the love of you, yeah, it's true, you know it's true. Staying here though I'm feeling blue, it goes on, yeah, just on and on. We don't ever wanna kiss at night, yeah, it's wrong, it can't be right. We go to bed then turn off the light, it goes on, yeah, just on and on. Well, I don't know where it went wrong. Now it's just the same awful song that plays on and on and on and on. Make love to you, you know it's true, I never do. I get more love from a jubilee, it goes on, yeah, just on and on and on and on. Where I don't know where it went wrong. Now it's just the same awful song that goes on and on. The same old song.
Awesome, that's Manny Grass with the video for Song. Well, next up it's Lou Loudhaler, aka Louise Duffy Howard, who is a member of Loudhaler Electric Company, who've been on the show before. And she's recorded this track, just her, with her son Dexter Duffy Howard on violin, and she's made a video herself. It's Lou Loudhaler with Dexter Duffy Howard, and the song is called These Animals Are Dangerous.
Once upon a time, another time, in another place, in another world, a girl opened her eyes and saw the future as clear as day. It was there, over the horizon, far into tomorrow, and it was glowing, enchanting. Come and get me, come and get me. But there was a wall of fiery faces and kangaroos in cages, blocking the way to the shiny tomorrow. The girl tried to reach it, but her arms were too short, her hands too small. She told her mama, she told her papa what she'd seen, but she was still too young for them to listen to. So the girl, being intrepid and curious, set out by herself to find the future. She trod carefully, and she found that she wasn't scared at all. And as she slowed down, the fiery faces got bigger and nearer. And when she reached them, she blinked. And there were suns and there were stars, and the kangaroos in cages were friendly and furry. So she opened their cages, and they leapt out with their paws up high and held the girl's hand. And they sang, "Let's all dance together, all be free. Let's 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 all dance together, all be free." So the girl and the suns and the stars and the kangaroos skipped back to today, through meadows and flowers. But as she stepped over the line from the future to now, the suns and the stars and the kangaroos faded away. They just disappeared. They were gone. And the girl wasn't a girl anymore. Come and get me, come and get me. All dance together, we'll all be free. Let's all dance together, we'll all be free. Let's all dance together, we'll all be free. Let's all dance together, we'll all be free.
Well, the Trust the Doc radio show goes out every Saturday from 5 till 7 p.m. on XR FM. And there's also a pre-recorded midweek podcast show that goes out at 8 p.m. for an hour on a Wednesday evening. The Saturday show has definitely become the centre of a really vibrant and fun new music community. Lots of interaction, lots of banter, messages, shout-outs, etc. People voting in the track of the week poll, commenting on the features and so on, and also communicating with one another as well as with me throughout the show. 50% of the content on that show constitutes new and emerging artists. There's always a fair smattering of current tracks by slightly more well-known artists and a few classics linked to features as well. So do tune in, 5 p.m, xrfm.com. It's the Trust the Doc radio show, and Trust the Doc Extra Wednesday at 8 p.m, also xrfm.com. Here's a taste of some of the tracks that I've been playing on the show lately.
Created for you to get cremated. Fuck you, Jesus, you will never beat us. This is not real, I'm tripping, so fuck this.
For my skin wasn't you, it's true. It's not you who touches me in the street, who tugs on my hair, who kisses your teeth, stands up over me, shouts, "Oi monkey!" Chose a dark night to follow me. But somebody does because somebody has, but who? Someone you know. They're all part of your system. Just a link in a racist chain, keeping us enslaved. Doing nothing isn't enough anymore.
I'll be there with ya. If you need me, I'ma hold your hand. No need to be a miss or a mister. From my friends, as you know I got your back. Said to me that ASAP. So sweet when you had that one perfect breed, and the same one couldn't cause hurting me, or at least that was prior to my TN1 tease. I know me still bones, but my heart still bleeds, and I'm still human, so constantly I feel them deep and I feel defeat. But I'd be damned if that there be end. Ghost-faced killer.
Well, that is it for another edition of Trust the Doc TV. So thank you for watching. I do hope you'll join again for edition 10, which will come out on Tuesday, the 15th of September. Till then, take care and see you all soon.